Good evening, it's Steve with CarSmart, and another unusual, very rare car. This is a 2012 Mustang Boss 302. For those of you that are Mustang aficionados, I need say no more. This is a pretty special car. This was really slotted between the GT Mustang and then of course the Shelby. Difference between this and the Shelby is this doesn't have the supercharger and on some of the Shelby go fast stripes and colors and whatnot, but for all intents and purposes this was the one that people wanted, because this was really track bred. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles and power sunroof options, etc. It's performance driven. It's a 5-liter standard 302 V8 high output. So again, the skunk works at Ford have really gone to town with this. And starting with, well, we'll start with some of the specs. Again, it's 444 horsepower, 380 pound-feet of torque. It's got a 7,500 RPM redline, so extremely high for a V8. High flow, short runner intake manifolds, again for all better breathing. CNC ported aluminum heads. Again, I was reading up on it. Spending basically about 2.5 to 3 hours porting the heads on these. Something you just don't see with factory cars. This is all race car inspired tuning. And then stiffer valve springs, forged aluminum pistons with forged steel connecting rods, revised performance high lift cams, stiffer valve springs, we mentioned that. Again, larger intake valves as well, again all designed to get more air in, better breathing, better performance. Race spec bearings throughout, baffled oil pan with an 8.5 liter capacity. Of course he's taken a real high spec synthetic oil only, but again all designed for race bred tuning and driving. Suspension likewise upgraded, stiffer anti-roll bars. It's got even adjustable shocks, 4-way adjustable shocks. You can just adjust with a flathead screwdriver to tune the ride. All high-quality nitrogen gas-charged shocks. Forged aluminum 19-inch wheels, so super lightweight. Brembo brakes, so 4-piston high-output brakes. So all this power, you need to have the braking capacity to go with it. It's got a true quad exhaust, so coming off the exhaust manifolds, we've got 2 exhaust pipes that are exiting just in behind here ahead of the front wheels, and then of course you've got your big ass rear pipes coming out the back. So again, all designed for better breathing coming in as well as coming out, and again that all contributes to this extra horsepower. 6-speed manual transmission was the only way you can get it. It's got a race bred clutch. You can see all the sort of front splitter on it as well. Hood stripes. It's got the reverse side stripes. This color is gorgeous. Flame red metallic. It's not a metallic, excuse me. It's just flame red. But again, it is. We didn't have to polish it or anything. The gentleman that owned this was, as he called it, it was his garage queen. There's nary a stone chip on it. It's covered with clear shield clear shield paint protection film over the fenders and hood. And of course, if you're familiar with these have what they call a 2-key system. There's a black key and a red key. Black key for street use, red key for track use. And when they shipped them, you actually had to have your Ford dealer install the software. So it has a dual path ECU, or electronic control brain, or the computer unit. And when the red key is used, it puts it into the track mode. And well, it doesn't really change the overall horsepower and torque peaks. It's really the drivability at the lower RPM. From what I was reading, again, it's a much quicker throttle response, more low-end torque. And I don't know if you can hear it there now, but it has what they call a low-P idle mode. If you're familiar with high-performance cars with hot cams and whatnot, you get that sort of rumbling low idle. That has to meet certain specs. It has to be up to, I believe it's 180-degree temperature. It has to be running for several minutes before it will go into this mode. So it has to meet all these criteria, but it's got that real high-performance sound when it's in that low-P idle mode. This black roof really adds to the overall effect. Yeah, the customer that he bought this like 4 years ago, and he's only put 5,000 kilometers on it. It came out for rides down the parkway. apparently he lived down in Niagara on the lake, and again, never saw rain when he had it. I can't speak for the first owner. First owner looks like it was out of Ottawa, where it was originally sold from Canada Ford in West Ottawa. But he put on brand new Firestone Firehawk Indy 500 tires, and you can see there's still tons of tread left on those. Matched all around naturally. It's got that neat little lip spoiler on the back. Sort of a short mast antenna. All stainless steel exhaust components. Course tinted windows, air conditioning, but again, you don't see a whole lot of high-tech stuff inside. Now, there are some options that he had done, you know, aside from things like the clear shield treatment on the hood, but Recaro seats. This was a $1,500 factory option, so these are the racing seats, so nice fabric, but again, it has like it's a combination of basically fabric and then like an Alcantara suede, so it's nice and sticky. You don't slide around on these, and you can see the aggressive bolsters on it. This is going to hold you firm, so if you are planning to track, this certainly is a seat that'll do that. Now, previous owner never tracked it. Again, he wasn't the first owner, so I can't speak to the first owner, but this thing is so immaculate, I really don't think it has been driven hard. You've got power windows, of course, door locks, mirrors, you know, all your info computer down below, of course your high beam, low beam switch. Again, kilometers on it. Let's jump inside here. Let's go to the computer here and just hit the reset here. There we go, there. 66,824.4 kilometers. Dual trip meters, A and B, but just basic interior. Even the stereo, they don't put a fancy stereo with big upgraded, you know, 10 speakers or anything. It's just a basic stereo system, all designed to save weight. So no subwoofers, basic door panels, all keeping it weight, because of course weight's your enemy when you're out on the track. Now, one thing the previous owner did add, he went through the Ford Racing Cadillac, that was the 3-gauge sort of performance cluster up top. Oil pressure, water temp, and fuel pressure, you know, in addition to your standard gauges. This is of course a little access panel for a 12-volt power socket, AM, FM, CD player. It's pre-wired for satellite radio, but it doesn't have a satellite radio active now. That could be done through your dealer if you wished. Ambient temperature display. Air conditioning is ice cold. It does have an in-cabin filter as well. Of course, your temperature and gauges are all down below. Defrosters, pretty straightforward stuff. You've got your VDC, or vehicle dynamic control, off system, so that turns off the traction control. Now, that's one thing that's unique on this one, is it also has what they call a Torsen limited slip differential. So Torsen just means a torque sensing. So it's a limited slip differential that uses clutches, and again, the whole idea behind a limited slip is it's not going to send the power to the wheel with least traction. It's going to hook up and she goes. Now, when you're in the track mode, and I do have the red key in now because that low P idle is running, you can also set off different launch controls settings, you know, for gaining that quick off-the-line acceleration. Performance stats, and again, reading Car and Driver, some of these past you know, real-world tests, you know, when this was first launched back in 2012, and they were knocking off 4.30 to 60 times, like just a hair behind the you know, the Shelby. And so again, this thing can perform like a lot. Again, like very few cars, I should say. It's a real mean machine. 6-speed overdrive, and it's got that kind of unique sort of 8-ball black kind of shifter knob. Of course, cup holders. This opens up and gives you a nice deep cargo hole, or you know, storage console. Another 12-volt plug, an auxiliary audio plug. Now, being 2012, didn't have things like Bluetooth streaming and whatnot. So there's a quick workaround you can do. So if you like to stream from your smartphone for music and that sort of thing, you can get a really inexpensive Bluetooth antenna that fits into that little round auxiliary audio plug, and then you can stream directly through the aux mode on your audio system. It has both its keys. You can see all the manuals here as well. Clean Carfax history, 2 owners since new, both in Ontario. Yeah, what else can I say? Lots of little neat features there. Of course, your Boss 302 emblem there, overhead map lights, dual visor mirrors with lamps, and these visors, will clip out and slide. And of course, you've got the racing style seats, those Recaro seats as mentioned, and then it's sort of a 2-person bucket. And you'll notice the headrests in the back, how they can flip down when not in use, and that obviously gives you better visibility out the back window. There's little tabs on the corners that release them, so it's a 50-50 split folding rear as well. Now there's a power trunk release down here as well. Of course, a standard handbrake. So let's go into the trunk where we've got a couple other neat surprises. They had an $800 factory Boss 302 car cover. So this is a custom car cover that apparently I haven't unfurled it, but according to the customer, it has that sort of reverse C-stripe all done on the car cover as well. And the original, what they call Boss Owners Kits. When this was delivered brand new, this little kit was what came with the car. And beautiful presentation. It's got a CD and a DVD that talks about all this stuff. There's a sort of a certificate of authenticity in here. There's a letter from Edsel Ford talking about the whole thing and helplines, etc. Original kind of Boss 302 owner's gear that you can order with caps and keychains and all the rest of it. And there's a beautiful coffee table book in here that looks like it's never been out of the wrapper. And there's a little tube inside here with a Boss 302 poster that's again still brand new. It's never been taken out. But we do have that 50-50 split fold down in the back for easy access. And you got to see under this engine bay. This is as clean as they come. I've been in this business for 45 years this year, and seldom do you see an engine bay like this. Of course, strut tower brace. Got a special limited edition series numbering on there. You can see the colored belt cover caps. It's got a factory cold air induction system. This little sticker there, just that's when they do the red or the race key, that red key tuning. That's applied to show that again, and just to verify that it has been done by the dealer. So great credentials, clean history, spotless condition. This is a very collectible car, the kind of car that they just don't make anymore. So if you're into muscle cars and you're a Ford person, this might be the one you want, because this, again, seldom do you see them this clean. I'm Steve, we're Car Smart in Niagara Falls. Thank you for watching.